Hey guys, what's up? It's 8-Bit Eric, and a while back, Konami announced it would be bringing some of its biggest hits of all time and various anniversary collections. I was ecstatic. We were going to get Castlevania and Contra back on Nintendo, because I'm a Nintendo Switch shill, right? According to many of them, that's all I play, but no, seriously. Konami bringing back some of the greatest hits was big news for me, and you know what? The Arcade Anniversary Collection finally came out earlier this week. I went ahead and picked it up, and I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know whether I think it is worth buying for your Nintendo Switch. So if you're brand new to the channel, feel free to throw a subscription, and let's begin, baby! So the Arcade Anniversary Collection brings to you some of Konami's greatest arcade hits of all time. We got 8 classic titles available here. We got Twin B, we got Haunted Castle, we have Gradius underneath its different name, we have Life Force, we have about 8 of them here that I can't even think off of my top of my head. There's a fair amount of content here. All the games are presented in their original arcade form that they came in. And it is a wonderful blast from the past. I mean, we see Konami's original arcade roots come alive here, and they look great, so to speak. I mean, you feel like you're back in the 80s again, celebrating the history of what was once a great company. We know Konami, throughout recent years, has kind of been on the burner a little bit for some of their business decisions and stuff, but it seems like this is a step in the right direction. You know, there's 8 titles here for a bundle price of 20 bucks. That's not bad. Do we wish that it was physical? Yeah, I wish they had this bundle come out physically, because it would have been perfect. I'm a physical games type of guy, but either way, it's still pretty cool that they considered putting together compilations, and this is the first of many. We still have the Castlevania collection and the Contra collections coming out. So the Arcade Anniversary Collection, as I mentioned, these 8 games are some of the biggest games in Konami history, and they feel great. You know, playing these, I played this on the Switch, but it's also available on the other platforms as well. I played these on tablet mode. Everything worked just perfectly fine. I mean, these are 8 games from the 80s. You're not going to expect them to take too much of a toll on the Nintendo Switch itself, and this is perfect. Having a variety of games to be able to play at a moment's notice, on the go, at any time, sure, you know, that sign me up. Unfortunately, I will say majority of the games on here are shooters, so if you're not a shooter fan, you might not really enjoy that. But if you are a shooter guy like me, you like Gradius, you like games that involve the famous Vic Viper, then you're going to have a great time here. I mean, all of these games are a blast to play, and they pretty much, you played one, you play them all. You know, you get the standard power-ups, and you speed up, you have certain abilities, missiles, things like that. So there's a lot of good classic arcade action here. The one game that stands out the most to me is Haunted Castle, which is the arcade version of Castlevania. It's very difficult, but it's kind of weird that it's like the one game available on here that is not a shooter. Like, you would think they would have put Haunted Castle on the Castlevania collection, but for whatever reason, they decided to put it on the arcade collection with all these shooter games. So I did find it kind of weird that they did select some of these games. Considering the history of Konami in the arcade, it seems like they jumped around a bit, and for whatever reason, picked mostly shooters. Who knows? There is a nice little bonus book that's included with this. On the menu screen, you take a look at it. There's interviews from some of the developers of these original games. There's concept art, screenshots, and then there's even like a timeline history that shows all the games that have come out from Konami in the arcade years. So it is a good little nostalgic trip to the past. Me being a retro gamer, of course I'm going to enjoy this. The one thing I like about the Nintendo Switch is that there's so many of these bundles coming out on it. You know, you get the Konami bundle now, you got the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle, you have the SNK Anniversary Collection, you have the Sega Genesis Collection. In a way, it almost makes up for no Virtual Console being available. Sure, there's the Arcade Archives games and the Johnny Turbo's games that are coming out on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And, you know, once in a while when somebody brings a bundle like this, you're getting a good assortment of games for one price. That's not bad. $20 for 8 games is a pretty good deal, and these are some solid titles. I feel that it is more than worth the price. Also, if you get it on the other consoles, it's about the same price. Are they going to go physical? I do feel that they might. There are some options with the gameplay variety here. You could, play the game in its original ratio, or you could stretch it to 16:9. Doesn't look good in my opinion. Keep it original. There's no options like scan lines and anything, but you could put a background around the actual gameplay so it's not just plain black. Control options and stuff, you could assign the buttons and stuff. So there are a little bit of options on here for your enjoyment to customize the game however you would like to have fit. I would have liked a little bit more an amount of extras, instead of just the booklet. Maybe some other stuff could have been included. Maybe some online leaderboards would have been nice, or online gameplay. But there is couch co-op for most of these games, so you're not missing out on, having the ability for somebody to play. These games remain faithful and loyal to their original releases. They're emulated well. And these are some of the greatest arcade games of all time. They did kind of hint in the book that they would be coming out with a second anniversary collection for the arcade games. So let's hope that Konami keeps this up. Again, I wish there was physical, but it's still worth going out and chilling out your money to get this collection solely for the history behind it. And, we can't deny, no matter what Konami does, that they have a rich history of gaming that has influenced us all. All of us retro gamers out here, we've had a great time playing these. And being able to relive them on the Nintendo Switch, playing it on the go, playing it anywhere, just being able to hand a Joy-Con to my friend and we can check it out, has been such a blast. I more than think it's worth it. If you grew up playing these and you want to have the arcade experience at home on your Nintendo Switch, it's a no-brainer. It's a compilation of some of the greatest games. So go and get it. And well, guys, that's it. That's it for today's video. Thanks a lot for watching, as always. I will see you on the next one. Again, if you're brand new to the channel, feel free to throw a subscription. Don't forget to comment and like, and I will see you soon, guys. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description.
3,